Hey, yo, what's up, guys? I know, it's been a while. Been away, but you know what? I'm back and start February fresh. So, today's show, we're going to talk about what was supposed to be the biggest moment in any sports person's life. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. You ready? So, yes, the Super Bowl 2019, the biggest game in all of sports history. I'll take it step by step. All right. So the Super Bowl, the Patriots versus the Rams, one of the biggest anticipated games because of the fact that it is a rematch from one Super Bowl way back where the Patriots, I did believe, beat them. They beat the Rams. I forgot what year. But yes, it was supposed to be redemption for the Rams. But unfortunately, oh man, came short. 13-3. The lowest score in all of NFL history. Any Super Bowl history. That's the lowest score in history, ladies and gentlemen. The whole Super Bowl was nothing but punts and field goals. Punts from both teams for the first three quarters. You know, the first three quarters were, in lack of words, boring. Cheering for the Rams because I thought Jeff Goff had it. I thought he had it. He had Brandon Cook. Like, I even heard that Todd Gurley was ready to go. Ready to go. But nothing was happening for the Rams. They were playing like they've never played before. I didn't know what the Rams were doing. But apparently the Patriots did, because the Patriots pretty much changed up their game and made the Rams do something they've never done the whole season. Drop back and pass. Because normally they play action or run. It was really, as I said, boring, the Super Bowl this year. And I've watched many Super Bowls and it was never that boring. The commercials were better than the Super Bowl. There's probably like 3 commercials I liked. The Eminem commercial with the mom. The Steve Carell commercial with, what's her name? Cardi B. That was funny. And the Bud Light commercial with the Trojan horse. Probably the 3 best commercials I've seen at Super Bowl. I've even seen friends and family feeds on Facebook, Instagram, saying that their beer was more interesting than the Super Bowl. I mean, how bad was it? Did anybody even watch it after the second quarter? Anybody watch it after the second half? I even heard the halftime show was better than the Super Bowl itself because Adam Levine, God knows why, ripped off his shirt and started rocking out. All I heard was the announcer or the commentator say, Adam Levine rips off his shirt. Oh, good God. When all good things could not happen, this happened. I laughed. And another thing about the Patriots is, everybody claims that Tom Brady is the GOAT. G-O-A-T, GOAT. And if none of you know what GOAT means, greatest of all time. That's what Tom Brady is called, greatest of all time. If Tom Brady was the greatest of all time, why wasn't it a blowout? 13-3, and you're calling Tom Brady the GOAT? Again, like I've said before, the Patriots throw to one of 3 people. Chris Hogan, Julius Edelman, Gronkowski. All right, those are like the 3 main people he throws to. Third down, he throws to Gronkowski. Second, third, depending on the situation on third, throws to Edelman. Second down, he's going to bomb it to Edelman because God knows how, he's always open in the middle. And then Chris Hogan, first down, if they're going to chance it and he's going to go down the field for a deep pass, of course he's going to be open. I don't know how nobody ever, I don't understand how nobody ever gets that. Same team, same Patriots, same gameplay, same strategy. That's how the game goes, I guess. But I will say this. I will say that some people are kind of right. You know how some people do this superstitious thing where it wasn't supposed to be? So a lot of the Saints fan base that I have as friends and family say that the Rams lost. The reason why they played the way they played was because they know they were wrong for the Saints and Rams game. And it should have been the Saints. It should have been. That referee got fined and fired. And call it what you call it, but we all know that if that call was made, that the Saints would have been going. It would have been the Saints versus the Patriots, and that would have been a whole different ball game. I bet you if it was that game, it would be a little bit more, a little bit more exciting. My brother-in-law, JR, asked if there was a conspiracy theory, like a week ago before the Super Bowl. He asked me if there was a conspiracy theory towards the Saints and Rams game. I thought of the Pats owner is in cahoots with Goodell. If you don't know who Goodell is, he is the NFL commissioner of course, the National Football League. Paid off the ref. Rams going to Super Bowl. Long story short, right there, knocked it all out. You can always reach me on my Facebook, Instagram, and we can have a whole talk about that privately. People might say I'm a hater, but I'm not a hater. Just call it as it is. As for the Patriots, God, I hate them. There's one person I really hate on the Patriots team, by the way. Chris Hogan. I hate Chris Hogan. I hate that guy. I say that every time. He might be a cool guy. I'm not saying I don't like the guy himself. I don't like the football player. I respect him as a man, but as a football player, God, I hate him. He's everywhere. Every play I see. Chris Hogan received it for 10 yards. Chris Hogan with the deep pass. Chris Hogan. God. That's the only reason why I hate Chris Hogan. I'm just saying. You can't hate me for that. Oh, the funniest thing about the Super Bowl for me was the last remaining seconds for the Rams to do something. All right, no timeouts. I think the Patriots had like one timeout left, and it was up to the kicker. All you gotta do was kick it into the goal, do an outside kick, and hopefully recover the ball and make one last Hail Mary for a tie. I guess the pressure was so high, so built. Like, I think the coach said, hey, this is all on you. Go out, just give it your all. I need you to make this kick. And the kicker was so pressured, I think he panicked. He kicked it, and it went far left. God couldn't even save that ball for entering the field goal. I was watching on my phone, on my NFL app, and once he kicked the ball, I already knew. I started laughing. I was like, oh, there goes the game. There goes the Rams. Down the toilet. My father-in-law didn't listen to me. He went Rams over. I said, that's dangerous. That's really dangerous. I would go under. And he didn't believe me. He thought it was going to be a big game. Everybody thought it was a big game, not just him. I'm just saying that he thought it was going to be a big game, high-score game. Nope, he picked the over. Thank God I didn't put no bets in. I already owe my brother-in-law Keoki 2 plate lunches, Lao plates. If you're watching this, Hawaiian, I got you. Now, the reason why I didn't want the Pats to win is because of one solidified thing. As a Steeler fan, and all my Steeler fans out there, you all know what I'm about to say. We are the only team that have 6 Super Bowl wins, Super Bowl rings, whatever you want to call it. We have to share that platform, 6-ring platform, with the Patriots. God damn it, New England. Now that we Steelers have to share the platform with the Patriots on the 6 Super Bowl history titles, we need to step up our game. The Steelers need to step up their game. I can't wait for the draft in April. I don't watch it personally, but I do go on my phone and then I look up who we picked for the Steelers. We're going to need everything. Everything. I really think we should start from the ground up again. Fire all of our coordinators. I already think we need to light a fire under Mike Tomlin's butthole. That guy really needs a serious check, man. We do good during regular season, but that's not the main point. The main point is that we make it at least to playoffs or we make it to the big game itself, the Super Bowl. Hopefully 54 will be our year, and then we can reclaim our spot at the top with the Super Bowl wins, because I'm not the only one who's angry about that. So now, this is where all football players dread. There's certain people that once football's over, what are you going to do? You're just going to sit back, look at the draft and wait till April? Sure, it's only, 2 months away, but what are you going to do for those 2 months? Football's over. After Super Bowl, it's done. There's nothing left to do. Technically, there's nothing to do for us football fans after football season. There's hockey for me. Pittsburgh Penguins. We are going all the way to the Stanley Cup. We should have made it last year, but you know what? Yeah. We messed up at the end. We lost to the Capitals. But you know what? There's always next year, this year. So this year, hopefully my Penguins can go to the Stanley Cup, beat the Golden Knights, beat the Capitals, go all the way to the top, win the Stanley Cup. That way I can make a celebration video to make up for this video. Let me ask you guys this question. If you move to a different state, let's say you move from Vegas to Tampa Bay, are you now no longer a Vegas Golden Knight fan? Now you are a Tampa Bay Lightning fan, or whatever you call the Tampa Bay hockey team? Is that your team now? Some people say yes. Some people say no. I want to know. I want to know your opinion on that. Of course, you got the Pittsburgh Pirates for baseball. I haven't really followed up on them either, but Pittsburgh's my team ever since my grandfather. So now for basketball, there is no Pittsburgh team for basketball. So for the NBA, I am a big, huge Mark Cuban fan. He's my entrepreneur idol, So when I heard that he owned the Dallas Mavericks, that's the team I picked, the Dallas Mavericks. Don't ask me why. I think that answers it all right there. Mark Cuban fan, support his team, Dallas Mavericks. And yes, even when he does so-called retire or give the team away, sell them, or whatever happens after Mark Cuban is over and done with the Mavericks, I'm still going to be a Dallas Maverick fan. And no, that doesn't mean I should be a Dallas Cowboy fan. That's my wife. All right? I can't really say much about her either, because unlike the Steelers, the 49ers, the Titans, and the Cardinals, at least she made it higher than us this year. So I can't really talk bad about her team. Before we end this show, the MVP of the game, Tony Romo. Goddamn Tony Romo. Might have been a crappy quarterback, but damn does he know how to call the plays and be a commentator, man. Tony Romo, God bless you, sir. Seriously, I think Tony Romo should be the MVP of that game for commentating like a boss. I swear to God, if we had those two old guys on Monday Night Football, not Troy Aikman, not that guy. I have a lot of respect for that guy. But you know who I'm talking about. I don't know their name, but the two old guys that normally do Monday Night Football, or is it Thursday Night Football? It's one of those nights. If those two old guys were commentating the game at Super Bowl, nobody would watch. I guarantee you the ratings for NFL, CBS, or whatever network they were on, I guarantee the ratings would have plummeted because nobody would ever watch it. The game was boring. The plays were boring. If Tony Romo was not on that team, was not commentating, I guarantee you the entire Super Bowl period would have been boring. If you don't believe me, call me on it. Let me know how you feel. There's a comment section below. If not, you can check out my front page on my YouTube channel. You can find my pages on there. Look for me on Facebook, Instagram, as I said. DM me, PM me, whatever you guys call it these days. Your thoughts. Doesn't have to be on YouTube. So yeah, that's what I believe. That's my comment on the Super Bowl. And you gotta wait another 6 to 8 months again for the football season to start. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Check me out next week. Spoiler though. Have you guys seen the new Dragon Ball Z movie?